I'm Natasha and I'm at the Catskill Maker Camp and I'm gonna make a rose today. Wait. Not that kind of rose, a metal rose. At Maker's Camp, they had all these great metal kits ready to go, already cut out. My first step was picking one out and I knew what I wanted. Next up is to head over to the Brodbeck Ironworks tent to take all these burrs off and clean it up for welding. See, these are plasma cut templates. When plasma cuts metal, it leaves a standing burr called rag. And before we do any forming, I want to make sure all of that is ground off. In the kit came a 3/16 steel rod. I decided to cold forge it to give it a little texture to make it look more like a real rose. Now that that's all done, I'm off to the Lincoln Electric sponsored booth to get the welding done.
Hi, I'm Chris F. from Make Everything. Welcome to the Lincoln Electric Welding booth.
The day before, I was lucky enough to participate in a women's-led welding class where I learned about safety gear, the importance of how the machines work, and today, Chris is going to lead me through this particular project. I'm very excited. After getting familiar with the type of weld that I'll be using today, now it's time to really get started. So think of this like a layered puzzle. We're adding one leaf and one petal section at a time. So something I really loved about Maker's Camp was you had all these fantastic sponsored tents, but inside those tents had these skilled craftsmen that were there to share their talent with you and state-of-the-art equipment for you to learn on. Wow, that actually worked. I did that. Okay, let's go forge it. The largest tent was dedicated to blacksmithing. They had demonstrations. They also had a section of the tent that was dedicated to teaching, which they had teachers from all over the world participating and giving you one-on-one instructions. So I know I said we were gonna forge this, but really this is more like hot bending. What we're doing here is heating up each individual layer of petals before I use 2 pliers or tongs to give it that organic shape, and then proceeding to the next layer. I just want to point out and say thank you to the teachers, because I would not feel comfortable doing this in the forge if I had not taken a blacksmith class the day before and learned how to make a bottle opener. To see that video, click here and see my channel's shorts. With the petals in their final shape, it's now time to hit that final delicate touches of making those leaves look as real as possible.
Nice work.
I want to say a huge thank you to Maker's Camp and all the talented craftsmen who helped me on this project. Not only did I make this rose, but I also made a lot of friends along the way. Okay, I did it. I made a metal rose, and you could too at Maker Camp 2023. Check out some of my other event coverage right here.